Super Mario Odyssey won me in a heartbeat. From the moment you start controlling the camera after the intro cutscene, I was ready for adventure, and after very short control testing, I was already in love. In this review, I'll try to deliver what is so simply magical about this game. Let's start with the controls. Last week, I made a video detailing possible issues with Odyssey, and my biggest fear was the motion controls. They are fantastic. After very short practice, I knew I was probably only gonna play with the dual Joy-Con mode. All the added functionality wasn't tiring, it was immersive and fun to perform. I mastered it, I hope, fairly quickly, and once I learned to stop hitting my desk, I had absolutely no issues using the spot-on motion controls. Even shaking to roll felt nice, and shaking as captured beings really did end up feeling like an optional thing, and you didn't have to shake for a lot of time, you can just kinda flick your screen. I do think some control space is wasted, since jump is assigned to both B and A, and throw is both X and Y. I think assigning at least one of those dual buttons to throw your hat up or down, a function only accessible with motion control and barely works on a Pro controller, I do think you should at least toggle that as an option. The game could still highly benefit from mapping your inputs by yourself. In regards to anything related to jumping, it is perfect. The abundance of moves you have is fantastic. There's so many ways to make it up to high areas, with my favorite being the ground pound jump, since it helps me make sure I'm in the right place and can be done quickly after a run without worrying. Jumping is just fun, it's good. Wall jumping makes sense, long jumping, diving, triple jumping, it's all natural and as perfect as you'd expect and more from a phenomenal Mario game. Controls get a clear 5 and a sigh of relief. And now it's time to talk a bit about level design. Yes, some moons feel pointless. This review is bidding greeting as I'm working on beating the game and isn't calculating in the grind it takes to perfect each kingdom, but I did waste quite a lot of time in some earlier kingdoms up until I wasn't able to get hints from I don't know, Kakatuki over here, and I don't feel like it was anything close to Korok Seed level of grinding a map. All moons are fairly fun to find, but I do agree with most claims that many moons are a bit too simple and out in the open. My fear that this is gonna be the Cypher Coin syndrome wasn't as bad because I keep progressing. Like, it's not just me hunting for the game, it's me wanting to see more, and it's not shoved into every corner. It's as you go along and as you take risks and as you continue through the level, so it's not like looking for Korok Seeds even at the very start of the game. It's just progress, and I love it. The levels themselves are fantastic. You can spend a ton of time running around the jam-packed, fairly small, yet, well, properly sized areas. Still finding stuff to do, coins to get, challenges to see, interactions to figure out. The capture mechanic is, it's incredible. I had a slight minor worry that the captured beings might feel like inferior ways to try a level, but the focus on them is perfect. It's like normal. You're never like, I gotta play as another character now, but I love playing as Mario. No, it's always a fun shift to use the new beings. The levels are perfectly designed for them, and seriously, I can play as Stretchy Watermelon Boy for the entire game. The way the main objective moons keep the level progressive and varied are nice. It gives me a reason to keep playing the same kingdom for a while and see what the townspeople have to say all the time, which I think made the immediate replay value very high, and I love that. Level design gets another 5, but again, I have yet to get to the point where I'm grinding for all moons. As the proper first playthrough experience, it is a 5. The next topic I'm going to talk about is story and flavor, or just world building. This part will talk about anything non-gameplay. Any dialogue, NPC, and cutscene. Except, I won't show any cutscenes, and not a lot of dialogue, since both spoilers and copyright. The start is smart, there's no, I wonder what Peach is up to. No, you know what this is a Mario game. Mario and Bowser are duking it out on the big boy's airship again. Mario loses, slips, game start. It's what the game needed to make sure everyone who plays the game from all ages and all backgrounds knows all characters. Mario is the good hero, you like his mustache. Peach is best girl, and we all love her. Bowser is pretty much a sex offender. Yeah. Bowser pops up a couple times before the final fight, and the way he does so is so cool. I won't keep talking about it, but just know that this Mario game manages to have plot twists. Yeah. I like how certain townspeople are just floating bubbles as dialogue, and the more hint-ish ones are a big push-to-talk thing, so you know they're important. The final thing I have to say is that whenever you fly between kingdoms, Cappy reads you a pointless movement tip. This is useless. The game already shoves a bit too much instructions in your face anyway, and I hate this. I understand why it's nice that he reads you a tidbit of info about a new kingdom you reach, but I don't need this extra 15 seconds of cutscene about something I know about. In World 9, I know how to cap jump. Okay? Thanks. The flavor of the game is strong. It never drops in any area. Every area is cohesive and fitting the theme, but the pretty boring NPCs and very annoying shops, I don't think this part blew me away as much as the others. The theme and world building gets a 4, which is good. Just a reminder, 2 and 1 and I guess kind of 3 is bad. 4 is still good, okay? It's good. It's what it is. It works. I don't need more than a 4 for a story in a Mario game. I don't need much more than that. And finally, difficulty. This game is challenging. It has 0 bullshit platforming parts. Because of the tight jumping controls, I never felt cheated, and stuff like throwing your head in weird directions is rarely a focus when platforming, so pit deaths are very fair and were always my fault. Dying from losing all your health makes it likely that your coins are still on the ground, which is a nice... Wait. Think about what I'm saying. I'm a YouTube game reviewer. I don't need the reputation. I don't need to say that. It's a nice Dark Souls-like recovery thing. But much less stressful and integral to gameplay. You can usually get like 8 out of those 10 coins whenever you respawn near a checkpoint. Sucking gas will indeed result in losing coins and as such not being able to afford a collectible as fast, so punishment is affecting as much as a 3D platformer should punish you. In the extras, not in the experience. The climbing difficulty feels really good for someone like me who isn't too experienced with the other open 3D Marios, and I had yet to get to a point where I felt tilted because of the difficulty or the design. I just suck at this jump, which I'm not showing. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. That's the wrong button. Oh, that's also not the very much correct key. No! 4. No! Okay. Difficulty in Mario Odyssey gets a 5 out of 5 for knowing what it is and what it needs to do in order to make players respect the game while not hating it. Something other 3D platformers might forget to do. Closing thoughts. This is just a bit of ramble over some stuff I don't really judge a game on. Just good things I noticed and bad things, except I didn't note bad things. This game's good. Anyway, the visuals. I played the majority of the game in its upscaled 1080 mode on my 60 FPS or whatever monitor. And even though I was slightly scared by Digital Foundry's really interesting analysis, click the card, blah, 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 that talked about some weird graphical artifacts, but those are all basically irrelevant while I was playing the game. The game looks crisp clean for the entire time. If you're just playing to play, you're never gonna see anything odd, and stopping to take in the scene always looks fantastic because of something related to static, standing, Digital Foundry explained it. I don't know, image layering, whatever. Game looks phenomenal is my point. And with the signature Nintendo visual polish and touch-up treatment, everything just interacts beautifully with everything else. The music is great. It's not anything too incredible, but it's pretty damn good. Except the Wooden Kingdom. Oh my god, this is a miracle. The Earth had existed for millions of years, and I'm here to witness the masterpiece that is the Wooden Kingdom's OST. Whew, what an honor, honestly. So, as much as I don't mind visual greatness and such, this game is just a joy to look at and listen to. I love Mario, the man of my dreams. I also like the costumes. A very fun collectible, and since the useless locked doors I mentioned in last week's video are usually just to get another moon without so much platforming, or dancing, yeah, that also happens. So yeah, nothing too annoying, I accept it, really. My final comment on the extras section is, why are there 12 seconds of this screen when you launch the game? To load Mario's face? Because loading the level took 2 seconds. Is it perhaps nose physics? Because that was fair, I accept that answer. That's that for closing thoughts. So, in conclusion, Super Mario Odyssey is what you want in a platformer in 2017 and much, much more. Tight and basically flawless controls that are easy to use and fun and interesting to master. Platforming gameplay and boss fights and combat, I guess, tidbits that blend beautifully, and a mechanic to make this very thing constantly varied and modular, so the game never gets just a stale platformer. A non-obstructive plot that draws whoever cares in, but is interesting enough for everyone to see most of what the game worlds wish to offer. And Nips. Super Paper Mario Bro is missing Woolly World gets a 5 out of 5 from me. Unless completing it sucks, and then it's like a progressive 4, you know, like kind of how Zelda became a 4 out of 5 after the initial 100 hours of magic that wore off. This is about the main experience, whatever, comment, move on, thanks. Bye.